There you go. You've heard that track. I really appreciate it. I love it. It's by Laguna Munta. Please check out his work. Support indie art, particularly stuff that helps us keep moving, right? I have to put a little special edge there. Anywho, howdy, folks. Somewhere. That'll have to do. You're not going to see me much this stream. You see my hands. You'll see this figure here getting worked on, but you won't see too much. I do hope you folks are well. I'm Cody with IronVerse Comics. These are my hands. So you're going to have to get used to those. That's the main star of the show is going to be my hands and this little figure of Jack here. We're going to be doing something I've been putting off for way too long because I just haven't had the heart to do it, but somehow today I talked myself into doing it. So here we are. I thought, hell, if I can go ahead and, stream it, it'll keep me focused and keep me kind of here and add a little extra value to the time I'm spending. So this one is just a base trial figure. It's going to be mine. It's not any of the backers yet. I'm doing them after once I kind of know the process I want to go through. I've only primed this one figure as well, so we're not going to be doing a assembly line kind of setup like I wanted to do. This stream, I'm probably going to do more of these if this works out and gets the job done. And in those streams, we'll probably assembly line. Can't really show the priming because I do that with a light base of a gray spray paint, right? So you're not going to see that. This guy's already primed. It'd be a little bit lighter if it was just a regular plastic or resin, regular resin. But you folks will see that in time. I think I have spoken about this before, but let's talk a little in depth. And I kind of got to look at the camera so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So let me move my little gadget tool here. There we go. So there's the figure primed, right? And you'll see. It's a little close for this camera, isn't it? Well, if it'll focus, and even if it doesn't, you can kind of see that this gun nodule broke off here. Most of those, pretty much all our figures from the first round, so this has been fixed for sequential rounds. The arms are actually separate pieces, which will help in shipping. But the first round of figures, pretty much all of them had the barrel of this pistol on the right hand break right the hell off, and that bothers me significantly. But they are around. I will be going ahead and reattaching that before I actually paint the gun detail-wise, right? But the rest of them is solid. It's a good figure. It's got good high detail. And honestly, I should have been more excited to get right into these, but just so many different things have made it more difficult for me to want to sit down and focus on painting. But here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. I think I'm going to start with the metals. Then we'll move into the blues. Maybe the little red blue here if I can make it for the shirt. This is the base coat, and I can't do detail or anything till that dries, so this may end up being a quicker stream than all this setup was worth, but we'll see together, and I just gotta dive right into it, see how these brushes and such are. Here's the cape, if anybody's interested, and it's gonna be a nice red. Alright, let me go ahead and get down and see if I can get comfy down here and just kind of hop into it. It's not broke, it's a ballast car, right? Yeah, I mean, it was still fire, technically. It just would lose a high amount of accuracy, and I would bet make the gun significantly more dangerous to continuously fire. But if you had to, it's a snub nose now. I guess is the best way to put it, huh? And also, welcome, Dollar Coins. Thanks for stopping on in. Let's see. That one's not too bad. Let me see. I think that's probably the one I'm going to end up using. Yeah, I'm not painting big old anything really. So get a little bit cleaner water, a little bit there. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. So I'm going to do that real quick. This will demonetize this stream, but monetized. Yeah. If that happens for IronVerse Comics, then I'll worry about it. But I need music. All the music. And I'll try and see if I can balance it. Woo! That ain't the music. That's other things I had in VLC. There you go. That'll do. And I'll just turn it down so it doesn't... Because you guys are getting it straight, and then I'm getting it through the mic, or through my speakers. Just want a little bit of something. And then if I go quiet during the stream, I kind of apologize, but again, my hope is to be able to just focus. So we will, we'll see. Probably won't even need this fella tonight, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know until I hop on in. You know what? Let's start with the easiest, least intimidating thing. Let's make sure. Soak in these paints for a while to see if they still work. There's a good chance we'll hit a lot of non-functional paints, but we'll see. I think that's what I want, right? No, I want this acrylic. The enamel would be something else. All right. So we're gonna start with the easiest thing. We're gonna fucking start with the cape, but I want to put. I don't want to. It's water-based paint, right? But it's there you go. Router instruction guide. That'll work just fine. It gets going. I'm hoping this primer will actually do its job, right? That would be spectacular. So we're gonna start with the reds. It looks like. Okay. Get that in there, a little brat. There we go. Get the painted fingers going. Paint had sealed up the top of this fella, so come on. It's gonna need a good amount of water, isn't it? Alright. But it exists. I'll take it, so then I just need a little bit of this. There we go, and then we'll be mixing it. Try to get that a viscosity that'll lay all right. That's going to be a little difficult. Old paints, man, but it's something. All right. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I don't know which dog you're talking about. The Malamute Stoli was a big old white cotton ball. If that's what you're talking about, yeah. His sister was doing better today. That was good to see. I really like that dog. She's a scrapper. In fact, I've had to break up the most fights because of little Sissy. But honestly, she is just such a sweet dog. She's just willful. But now she's a bit sad, but she's doing again better today than yesterday. All right. Yeah, tracks like this might be what get me demonetized, because this is from the game Elderborn. It came with the soundtrack when I bought it, and the soundtrack is fucking tight. So very happy to put that in my streaming tunes, and if it gets me demonetized, I'll know. If not, sweet. But it probably will. It probably will. We'll see, though. Alright, that's going to have to dry, and then I'm going to have to give it a couple other layers. But what was gray is now red. And then I'll do the inside of it once that part dries. Alright, so doing red. Should I move to the metals before I do the reds on Jack, though? Let me see. Where's the one red? So it's just going to be The only red on Jack's gonna be that scarf. Oh, and I blew out some of the details priming this guy. I see that now. Damn. I'm gonna have to do it from a better distance when I do the figures for the backers. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, I kind of do that maybe. Scrape that a little. It's manageable. And maybe with the right amount of, it is ink, right amount of shading, I was gonna say inking, but whatever it is, shading paints, it might pick out, But yeah, so let's go ahead and wash this brush off. Do I have a slightly similar brush I can use for the, ooh, that'll be nice. For the metals. So I need my darkest metal first. Ooh, this one's kind of stiff. I hope. Is this just black? Oh, okay, that's just metallic black. Okay, what is this? Guessing this is also something like a metallic black, which isn't bad for an underlayer, but there's the details are so thin on this, you can't really. Yeah, it's just black also. All right, it's got to be one of these, and then I think I have a new silver right there if these don't work. I'd rather do this guy because I think that other one's light. Yeah, this'll do good. All right. As long as it comes out. There we go. Dirky dirky. Bit of water in there, mix it. So it's got to be thinner than it is at base. There's just no way it's gonna lay right, and I don't want to again blow out these details and make them just not fucking visible. And I'm already pretty close to that with just the primer layer. Again, I'm gonna have to do a really light primer layer on the backer figs, but that's all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to a little too much paint on this brush right now. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get that metal arm going. Just a happy little metal arm. Happy little shoulder plate. Alright. I have to do browns too. Do I have browns in here? I didn't pick out any browns. That was goofy of me. I have to do that at some point. I should have a brown. If I don't have a brown, this base coating is going to be a very quick video. Well, I just mainly just need it for the hat and the boots and the gloves. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a quicker video if I don't have that. So we'll find out. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. A little bit more on the edge there. Underarm a little bit. There we go. And then when it moves, shoulder, elbow pad there needs it. Then I'll give it what's called a wash on another stream, and hopefully the wash will pick out the details. That's what it's called. It's not called inking, it's called a wash on your painting. I haven't done this for ages. And that's actually a silver band too, isn't it? Yeah. And then I can get the shirt layer. Ah, it's right there. Okay. Okay. Alright. Back plate. Try and avoid the scarf at the most I can. Again, this is a base layer, so it's best if it's not too thick. Just enough that it shows the colors without, again, ruining the detail. Oh. Yeah, I went looking to see if I could find some of the old videos I used to post on Twitter of like Alita playing with doggies at work. Couldn't fucking find them. I looked through Twitter's like extreme search options and gone, and I was really hoping they got backed up to the I have a photo backup on our IronVerse drive just for this kind of occasion. It's where I found that old photo of Stoli yesterday, and no luck. Super sad about that, because there was some good footage of Alita playing with like a Noki, this little puppy dog, and a couple other dogs, and man, I would have loved to have shared those to the channel as well as to Twitter, but as far as I can tell, they're gone for good. I don't know if it's because Twitter just doesn't want to hold videos forever or what, but yeah, I couldn't find them for the life of me. I spent a good time looking for them too. This was a little bit ago, but basically when I decided to use that IronVerse barn thing to categorize the animal-based videos on the channel, and yeah, just no luck. Just no luck. No luck at all. Yeah, there's a couple of holes that'll need to be. That's how painting always is. You just haven't done it for a while. You miss some things because your eyes can't catch everything all the time, right? Alright, and then I think the metal starts here. And then I can kind of be a bit more broad with that. Yeah, this is the arm that lost the most detail. It kind of sucks. Again, I'll have to... I think what I'll do too when I do those other models is I will do what you're supposed to do, which is paint before assembly. But you know, the jack, this whole piece right here is one piece, and then you got the stand, and then the I guess I can call it a cape, and it has now been redone into 4 pieces. These 2 arms come off so that it's less likely you'll bust the gun, which is good. Very good. These guns are based off of Vince Rush's design for the guns from his fan art from back in the day that really got me wanting to work with him, and how he became our very cool letterer. So they're going to end up black, even though the revolver you've seen in the comics is a revolver, for one. It's not like this, which is a little more sci-fi-y, but also there's a little bit of room for the yellow for the wiring and stuff. It's going to be a pretty high detail little bit of painting I'm going to have to be doing here. But at least I'm getting it done. I'm not making my own deadline, which I haven't made many times already, so that is what it is. But this is a good start to getting this done. And you know what? It's going to feel good to have these done, so. Sometimes it really is better late than never. Well, I have to also base coat the golds in this silver when I get there. That'll do. It'll pick up more as the colors around it start also being laid down. Oh, howdy, Mrs. H. Welcome, welcome. Roland's guns are made from King Arthur's... You've told me that. You've told me that. That's badass. Just gun needs Dark Tower-esque gun lore. No, I think it's just trash that he kind of assembles together until it falls apart again. And he just assembles new guns, kind of like his armor. But who knows? Who knows? I do like those legendary figures. Like I've definitely had a lot of fans talk about, that the gun should be something special. It's like somebody's sword. It's the soul of the warrior, right? So there's definitely very much merit to what you're talking about, Cactus. Definitely a lot of merit there, and I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about it because it would be cool. Maybe when he gets to space, instead of being scrapped, he comes across something from one of the adventures on the Kid, right? Some derelict planet, some crazy side story where he finds something just immaculate, or he's gifted some legendary Anu sidearm from a dying honorable member, or something cool like that, or steals it from fucking War himself, Cosmic War himself, or there's a lot of cool ways to make some legendary guns. I think Jack on Earth is focused a little bit more on practicality than what's the word? It's not exposition, or exhibition is what I mean. It's not exhibition. It's not showmanship. That's gonna bug me. More than it's like the opposite of practicality, but it doesn't remove the fact that it could still be useful. That word's not coming to me. But yeah, painting the first of these figures. I've actually, they got ordered. They sold. It wasn't amazing, but they sold, and it was nice because we could, print to order, right? So that makes it easier. We don't have to have a huge batch of them sit there and not be sold, just one at a time or whatever. And one of the folks who bought them actually did eventually share with me a picture he did of his model painted, and that was pretty cool to see. I'll be doing after this stream, after I finish this base coating, I'll be updating the Indiegogo on a few things, and sharing the stream on there, and see how that goes. A lot of things are happening lately with this, which is good. Very good, honestly. But I have not been in the best place to honor all of it, honestly. So just got to keep picking myself up and pushing a little bit further until I get strong enough that it's no longer feels so much of a push. Cactus smelted gun, maybe, yeah. Maniac Mechanic points him to a weaponsmith. One dead man's hands is a legendary Anu sheriff. Jack fights him in Spinaroonie Town. He can take his gun. Yeah, something like that. I like that a lot. I lost my train of thought there. I was like, nope, I gotta paint right, and then I just completely murdered my own thought train there. What was it? Take his gun. There was something about something. I just got. I hope it's not a text. That would be annoying. People don't talk to me. Usually it's just like Google or somebody saying, hey, do you remember this? Because your photos do. And we know where you were at this time. Don't you forget. And I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Thanks, big brother. But, yeah. All right. That's, I gotta do the gold and the belt buckle, also silver, and I am intimidated to pick out those bullets with this brush, so I'm gonna have to switch to a smaller brush. I guess I should base coat the gun silver as well, and then I'll overdo them black because it would have been made. I mean, it would be silver, and then they paint them black anyway. But I'll be right back, folks. Let's let that sit there for a second. Get the brush a little cleaner. See what the hell that noise was about. Anything important? No, they just changed schedule. Okay, it's just work scheduling. Right on. Right on, right on. Nothing major. Okay. So can I do the other work I want to do with a smaller brush? Yeah. Okay, let me go through my dusty brushes here and see if there's anything a little bit smaller. That one's not bad. Want some fine tip, but I might not have anything that fine tipped right now, which is unfortunate. I've never been good at taking care of my brushes, so that's the price you pay. Yeah. Yeah, it might be... Oh, this should do it. It's just fucking tiny. But it should work. Alright. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, don't touch that, Cody. What are you doing? Okay, that's gonna need another layer too. It didn't lay that great. But as it dries, that becomes easier. Alright. Oh, tips of the boots too. Tips of the boots too. Okay, let's get those. Without getting that. Okay, yeah, see, that's why you want to paint before assembly. It's just I gotta work around the cow skull here. Tips of the boots. Tips of the boots. Alright. There you go. Alright. And this belt buckle. I really not pull out a brown. No, blue, blacks, silvers, reds, washes, bronze, and silver. I don't have a brown paint. That's gonna be pretty hilarious. I can make brown. It's not gonna be a good brown, but let me look. I gotta have a brown. You used it all the time for painted 40K. There it is. Painted 40K for a long time, and I was a Space Wolf player, so I painted a lot of fur, dry brushing and stuff. Which this guy's, I don't know if this model's details are going to be good enough for that. But anyway, I started painting that buckle, and I realized I should probably try and get those browns before I get the silvers. So that was you, wasn't it? Yeah. Fine tip can I get you? Something like that. Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait for that brown to dry, but do you like your soap business? Scentless soap for hunters, good enough for cowboys and natives. They don't like using scented soaps because, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of angles you've come up with that I am totally into. We just got to figure out how to get it done. That's the fact of the matter, right? Having the idea is the first and one of the most important steps. But then after that, you gotta work. I gotta get the whole belt and the holsters and stuff brown too. So this is glad I had a brown. Let's just say that. Glad I had a brown. Again, it would have been dumb if I didn't. Yeah, see, I gotta go a little bit over the buckle because of how low the detail is. So yeah, I gotta do that before I do the silver. And then when I do the shirt, I'm going to have to work around this brown a little bit too. But that's the point of base coating, is you can fudge up a little bit and then just fix it during the details. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one right there. Get in there. Most of that'll be covered by wash, so I don't have to try too hard. Alright. Up in there. Up in there. There we go. Well, it's good to practice that stuff too, because maybe one day you won't have a brown. And you'll really want one. And you'll be like, oh yeah, I can make this kind of brown this way. And boom, you got your brown. Let me know if the music is either distracting or too loud. I'm hoping I got it at a good balance level, but you know, it's strong music. So some people it's not distracting. Like me, I could have metal in the background for like ever and be totally happy with it. But some people it's a little much. So let me know. More in there. Yeah, there should be a few more of these streams. I'm actually enjoying this, and it got me to do it, so. I'll do this, and then maybe that'll help. That's way too much paint on the brush there, buddy. It'll get me to do this, so happy enough. It's gonna be blue there, so that should be alright. Yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to paint this. This is one of the first things I got for the campaign was the 5 figures. They've, and 3 of them are going out to backers. I got 2 for practice. Again, this is a practice one. It's not going out to anybody. I want to make sure I like the color scheme I did and the process, and then the rest I'm going to do assembly line style instead of like I'm doing this guy all at once. You know, I'm going from paint to paint. The other one I'm just going to go from paint to paint, but also figure to figure and just knock them out when I get there. Yeah, you can see enough. Not the best camera angle, folks, and it is the camera I use for streaming, of course, so it's also not the best camera. But you work with the tools you got and work towards better tools and repeat the cycle. And so right now, this is where we're at. If there is future IronVerse figures, hopefully, and I do more painting vids besides this batch for this campaign, and I might, if this works out and folks like their figures, I might offer these figures again painted by me in the number 4 campaign, but we'll see. This honestly, again, this has been what, like almost not a year, but close to me trying to work up the courage and the desire to do this. So I'm gonna have to think a lot about it. But we have brown. Okay, hat and boots are next on the brown agenda. And we'll use a nice wash to make them look a little less, again, base coaty. But right now we're on the base coat, so they're going to look like base coated boots and base coated belts and eventually a base coated hat. Everything's going to be nice and bright and unrealistic and relatively hideous until the detail layer. You know, I'm flatting right now in the comic terms. This isn't the best brown either, honestly. It's kind of, it's a little more orange than I'd like. But, hey, you work with what you got, and it's going to be easy to take that down with a wash. So it might actually work pretty good come detail time, because it's a little bright. It'll stay a little bright instead of just completely getting washed out. But we'll see. That's part of the journey here and what I'm testing. And then if I don't like how this figure comes out, which hopefully I will, then I got another one that is up for being a practice one. So I can try a different technique or get different paints if need be. It's a boot. There we go. It's a boot. It's a boot done. Just a boot. And there you go. There's one boot. Okay, and it dries a little darker too. I might need another base coat. In fact. Alright. Whew. Now can make Jack Iron's non-alcoholic drink, huh? Root beer flavoring. Sunset. Pretty sure that's taken. Pretty sure that's taken. By a franchise they're going to keep alive online long before they do another game. I could do the skull now too in this brown, but a little bit more of that. Trying to get a tip on this. There you go. There you go. And then up a little. Yeah, it's better. Try and center where I'm painting. Hopefully a little more visually interesting. Dirt. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Ah, yeah, it's a broken. It's an old boot. That's what I'll just call it. An old boot. There's so you could do a crazy amount of detail cleanup on these figures. Just gonna say that, like, can use sandboards and such to kind of level it out a bit more than I did, which I may do also on stream for the other for the backer models once I'm there. Hopefully this week. This might be the streams I do this week instead of gaming or what you read. Though I will have some things on what you read. I read a couple more issues of Gru recently that were pretty damn good. One focusing on his pup Referto, which I really enjoyed. And I've got something coming in from Dollar Coins here on Monday. So there should be a mail video coming in Monday. And I got another package that I'm waiting to open till Monday. And I've got another one there. So I've got 3 packages to open on Monday that I'll probably do a IronVerse mail day tomorrow on. And we'll see. One of those things, so I don't want to spoil it, is something I read into the series pretty far, like 4 or 5 volumes, and I went back now to continue it, and I barely remember the series except for some very specific details. And I went through it, right, through the books to see where did I leave off. I thought I finished and I was here, but I don't remember any of this, right? And holy hell, I might actually have to start the series again, which, you know, it happens, but anyway, I finally picked up the entire 10 volumes. I had the first 6 forever, and I thought I got through at least up to 6, but God, if I remember, I didn't remember any of it, except, again, very specific moments, and none of them in volume 6, so I'm going to have to probably start that again. So I might be reading that as well for What You're Reading this week. It's a series I really respect, and it was just such a bummer. Just such a bummer. Really pretty visually. The colorist on it is somebody I really, really hope to be able to work with down the line. If anybody's familiar with my social media profiles, you are familiar with that colorist work, and not our colorist, but the guy who colored the profile pic I use. His work, probably Marvel's most in-demand colorist at the moment. Anyway, he owes us a cover, from what he said, and one day I will call that out. I have a secret plan that Dog Coins is aware of that's going to occur during the issue 4 campaign that, if it looks like it's going to fund, I may try and call that favor in to coincide with that. But we'll see. Guy's super fucking busy. That's why it did work out last time. So we'll see. Alright, this is the tough part. I don't want to get his face, but I gotta get under the hat. Doesn't have to be so clean under the hat, though. Just so that there's something for the wash to take hold. And then you dry a wash upside down if you can, and luckily I have a tool that hopefully will allow me to dry it upside down when we get to that point, but won't be tonight. These paints need to dry, and that's my number. I'm impatient when painting. And that's caused my painting not to be as good as it could be. I mean, I'm impatient doing I'm impatient with art, and that's something I'm trying to work on, because it's something that should be enjoyed. It's a privilege to be able to do it. Ah, fuck, this is tough. Oh, hand's so shaky. Okay. There we go. Yeah, boy. I'll let the wash take care of the rest. Okay. Hat is brown. Brown hat. The brown hat cowboy. Not a black hat. Not a white hat cowboy. He is a brown hat cowboy. Which is just perfecto. He ain't as good as a white hat. He ain't as bad as a black hat. He's a brown hat. The hair will be black. Guns will be black. Gloves. The gloves are brown. Knew I was missing something. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I gotta be more careful with the priming. on the backer figs. I washed out so much detail. Oh. Okay, that's one. The boots okay. Drying all right, but if I apply wet paint, it'll just ruin what I've been doing. Okay. I'm gonna develop a claw? Quite possibly, quite possibly. Jack Iron's Frosty New Deadwood Root Beer, putting the bang back in your galactic apocalypse. Yes, indeed. What you drinking? Cranberry juice on ice. I run a lot of that through my system. It's good for cleaning you out. So I go through gallons of that. I like my fruit juices. Sometimes I mix it with grapefruit juice and then enjoy that. Yes, yeah, this whole glove's fucking washed out. The detail's really, like, it's good on these figs, right? It's good detail, but it's not deep. It's not deep. It's not the best for painting. Like 40K figs or any kind of other model miniatures people might be used to. A little less finicky than this to, you have a little bit more wiggle room for applying thicker paint without it becoming a problem like it has on this. But it's doable. It's doable. It's gonna look pretty cool, I think, but it's not optimal. It's not optimal. Okay. Alright. Yeah, see like the hole on the top of his glove on this gun hand, as well as where the fingerless part is supposed to be, is pretty much gone. But I'm making up for it with paint, so it's gonna have the illusion at least a little bit. Yeah, see, that's another thing. You take an emery board and that would have been better. I thought I did that with this guy, but not enough apparently. A little bit more brown there. Am I missing? Oh, yep. Not a race. Make sure I do it right the first time, and then I don't have to cover up for it later. Oh, that's a tough one right there. Let's get it. Without ruining that silver. Yeah, kinda. There you go. Alright. That'll be blue. Yeah, it's already chipping a little, but again, just the base coat, so not a biggie. Yeah. Ooh, that'll actually pick up pretty nice when dry brushed, come to think of it. So that'll be good. Is it the browns? Am I done with the browns? Unless I want to do like a wood handle on the pistols, I think I am done with the browns. It'll blend too much in with the glove if I do a wood handle. Oh, excuse me, I think I need to sneeze. Come on, you got that itch up in there. Come on. One of them sneezes that won't go anywhere, huh? Come on. There. I'm not done with the brown. I need to do the skull also. But yeah, I need to sneeze. Come on, sneezes. Alright. Alright. Do I need to do the rest of the base brown too, or am I just gonna flock it? Yeah, I'm gonna flock it, so that's fine. Alright, let's just get the cow skull going. You do a brown, and then you do the bone color on top of it, and it helps show off the details when it's all washed and purty and finished. But yeah, it's been years since I've painted. Years. So it's kind of nice to get back into it. Not gonna argue there. It's pretty nice. I missed it more than I thought I did. I think our next stop is the blues. After I'm done with this brown. Brown cow. How now, brown cow? Probably gonna get coded in flocking. I shouldn't worry about it too much. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, my lighting for you folks isn't the best either. But it's there. For me, this is workable. Honestly, you'd want more light. But my old painting desk now contains my second monitor and just a whole bunch of other crap, so I'm taking my main table here and using that. Yeah, it's working. That a little better. Come on. Yeah, it'll do. Same here, though, I'm sure. Yep. We'll get that with a wash. That's good. That's good for base. That's good. Get his hat a little stronger if I can. Get the under of the hat anyway. Again, this stream is probably going to be demonetized, but not a biggie. As long as they don't give me a copyright strike. If you get a strike, then yeah, I'm muting this. But I don't think it will. We'll see. If it doesn't get tagged at all, I'm going to be happy. That's fine for base. Guess one of the blues. The shirt's the tough one. The shirt's the tough one. It's a very kind of unique blue that's different from the jeans, right? The jean. Oh, what are these called? Ah, man, I'm blocking a lot of things. I've been up for a while today. God, I can't believe I can't remember that the dust covers for legs. The Cowboys, well, that's bothering me. Cowboys, bikers. Okay, let me see if I can get this blue right though. So it's kind of a red-purple blue. Okay, so I'm gonna have to mix that up specifically. So instead of doing that right away, we're gonna just apply the blue to the pants, and then I'll do the scarf and Jack's face. Then we'll do the guns, and then we'll worry about the tummy. Alright. That nice and washed out. Some of this. Don't tell the girls at work. Do you airbrush the primer? I spray paint the primer. Airbrush would probably be better. Airbrush would probably be much better, if I'm honest. Probably apply a little thinner, which would preserve more of the detail, but I learned from the quick and dirty school of 40K painting. Just put up 50 models, orcs in a row, and then just blast them with black spray paint from this far away, and it'll work just fine. I could get this better again. I think I just got to do it from a further distance and with more patience. Again, I'm impatient. And I think it'll be fine. Yeah, not too much paint, Cody. There you go. Especially since you're running out of places to grab the model. I'll do that in a minute. Oop, oop, oop. Yeah, this blue's a little light. It's gonna need a couple. It might need another coat. I might do off stream after it dries tomorrow or something. Alright. Crotchal region. But yeah, airbrush would definitely be smarter. More control than a spray paint can. Got an airbrush, but it's more of an automotive airbrush. I don't think it would work. Yeah, it's attached to a compressor. Yeah, I really don't think that would do the job. I mean, somebody probably could do it, but I doubt it would be their preferred tool. Yeah, this blue's a little light. It's gonna need more than one layer for sure. Let's see if I have another blue too, a darker blue. This would have been a little bit better as a dry brushing blue than it is a base blue. It's a little blue. It's a little too blue. But it will do. It's totally workable. But yeah, again, for the backer models, I'm probably going to change this as well. Go pick up some cheap acrylics. And do it right. Oh, that was a fudge. So you have anything for fudgers? Honestly, it's pretty impressive I took that long to fudge. Rack. Definitely a fixable fudge with another layer of paint on top of that paint, but let's see if I can get it before it dries. Good old Domino's napkins. Alright. That'll do. It's nice. Jack's steel also has a little bit of blue to it, so not the end of the world that it was the blue that got on there. Out of all the paints already applied, it's not too bad. Not too much paint again. It's part of what caused that fudge up, but shaky hand that did it. Honestly, and this brush is a little too big for this work I'm doing right here, but it's totally doable if you got a steady hand. And more patience than I apparently have. God, all of a sudden it's the blue that's getting me. We'll do more silver anyway, but minimize the damage. Okay, crotchal region did not completely get blued. And his butt needs to be blued too. Alright. God damn it, Cody. Moving too quick. Not thinking things through. Alright, that's fine. Rather that, honestly. But there you go. All right. Yeah, it's a little too weak for that. Okay. It's sticking alright to the primer, but not perfectly. Some places it's just gonna need to dry before I can fix. At this point I'm gonna do silver over that again anyway. Oh. Butterfingers. That needs to dry. Get that a little thicker if I can. Just a little bit more. Still gonna need to dry though. Alright. I guess red on the scarf, and then I'll figure out the tum. Then I'll figure out the guns after that. I might just do them black. Terminate the Jack. He's back. Back from the past. Terminate the Jack. What am I doing here? The red. Doing the red. So I did have red. Let's see. Started with red. I can... No, finishing with red. Should I do the face first? No, this should be okay. This should be okay. I gotta go back to the silvers again. And we're gonna be doing black in a minute. Hit the cape again while I'm at it. Okay. Anybody who actually paints and is watching this might be just cringing like crazy at how bad I am. That's okay. I have seen some amazing miniature painting work. I ain't that guy. Not even close. But we got the main colors down, except for the stomach and the pistols and such. Okay, it's almost done. Apply one more layer to the back of this. Then let that dry. Yeah, there you go. That's looking nice. Then when that dries, I'll get the inside of it red as well. You are also a cranberry man. That's good. It's good for the urinary tract. Very few things better than it for the urinary tract. For the stomach, I guess I'll mix that black in this blue. Little red. See if that comes out to a purple. Yeah, I'll worry about that after I do a Jack's face. That's gonna be the highlight for the face, so go with the darker skin tone. That'll also be for the fingers, won't it? Okay. Good. It still works. Oof. Yes, you would not want that as your base skin, as your full skin tone, but as an underlayer, I don't want to do it that way. Here. In fact, it's probably smarter to use. Get this brown in there a little bit. Yeah, it's a little better. Probably want to use this anyway. Alright. Give me a fine tip, because I don't want it running like crazy. Okay. Oh boy, this is the tough part. Get on that face. A wash will get what I don't get. Don't worry too much. Tag that ear a little. Tag the ear. Okay. Oh, that hat makes the lighting terrible. Okay, yeah. That'll be fine. Ooh. Now let's blow that out. Yeah, wash will get the rest of that. Let that dry a little bit. I've done better. I've done worse. I've done better. Okay, get those fingers. Yeah, I'll metal up the gun after. Yeah, I think I'll just do the gun's metal for their base layer and then figure it out from there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up another fine detail brush. I can't seem to Thought I had one, and I might still. It might be in a unopened brush pack I didn't find. That I know I have. In fact, I went and bought a bunch of brushes specifically after I bought these figures for these figures, and I did not find them. So I'll have to fix that situation. Alright. For base, it's not too bad. Not great. That's not too bad. I have to free paint on the hole in this glove. That's a little annoying. That'll do. It's a hole where the stogie would go, but no stogie on these models either. It's another little bothersome thing. Alright. Oh, breather. Let's check here. Between the napkin into a sphere point, and it sucks to paint up like a sponge. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I kind of tried to do that. The paint wasn't wet enough, and it dried a little too quick, sadly. But I'm fixing what failed right now, actually. That wasn't much of a fail. Was because it can be fixed pretty easily right now. Let's get that. Not too much paint again, and not too wet, please. Just enough to spread. So I can fix that. Fixed. Alright. Oh, hold that for a second. Fix that. That. Yeah, I'll have to come in with a better fine detail brush later. Get this belt buckle detail up. It will be gold eventually. Eh. Alright. That better. Get that better. It's a little bit more silver where it needs to go. Alright. Let that sit for a second. This guy. Dry it on off. Get some kind of decent point on it would be good. There you go. And I was doing the metals on the guns if I can. I'll have to figure out how I want to paint the barrel. It should be in a little baggie somewhere around here. But this jack may eternally have a snub nose. Just may be what happens. And I'll just be super careful with the other barrels for the backer models. Hopefully they won't be broken. There's a chance, but it's kind of been 100% from what I've seen. The gun barrels are just a little too thin. Just a little too thin. And so when they're jammed into a bag for shipping is when they bust. They actually are alright. Like this one's fine. This one's fine, and it's the same. It's the same shape as the one on the right hand here. It's just that this one presses up against the bag during shipping. And so, anyway, that's been fixed by dislocating the arms and making it instead of a 3-piece model, it's a 5-piece model. Which is fine. I've worked with fucking 30-piece, much smaller models, so it's not a biggie. Model makers like that kind of shit. A little bit more involved work, right? At least I do. I started models with, I think, Zoid battle kits. A little like Gundam but animals kind of deal. Is there any other metal I need to touch up while I'm here? Yeah, let's see. Get that a little better. Gold's got to lay on it. That's actually not too bad. Okay, once I get his shirt, we'll be close. Yeah. I do black for the hair as well. But we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Yeah, you can't see the colors for shit through this lighting, can you, on this camera? That's too bad. That's too bad. I'll try and see if I can do better when we're finished here on coloration anyway. Nice thing is, you guys can't see all my mistakes or how cruddy it looks. It's not that bad. I think that blue's dried enough. And I'll just end up mixing that with the red, I think, to get my purple. For the shirt. I gotta get a yellow on those markings, but that can be detail paint. Oh, there we go. That's a place I missed. The crotchal region. Didn't miss it, but didn't get it as good as it could be got. There you go. Alright, so that's good, that's good. So yeah, we just mix that with the red and see what happens. Alright, a little red, a little bit of this blue. Not much difference yet. I do that. A little more water. There we go. That's getting closer to what I want. Yeah. That'll do it. That's actually not bad at all. All right. Yeah. Just darker enough with a little bit of red hinge to it to bridge the scarf and the jeans. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Pretty damn close to the comic, actually. Just gonna have to figure out how to make this look somewhat natural. The bridge between the armor and the shirt is actually a little awkward on this model. It's kind of hard to tell where one starts and one finishes, but it is doable. Yeah, it's totally doable. Underarm. There. Oh. So much for not nabbing my table. Alright. There you go, a little bit in there as well, just a little bit. Just a little in there. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, not too bad. It's like it's close to the blue on the jeans, but it's not the same, so it should be okay. Sorry if tracks repeat too. VLC players' shuffle is just god-awful. Its algorithm just basically picks the same set of songs and almost plays them in the same order. Again and again and again. It's really annoying. Alright. Though. About there for the base coat. Just the black on the hair. And I think we are golden on the base coat. Yeah, you can't really... That lighting is just terrible. You can't see shit. Like, even here, like, I can see all the colors myself. You guys can't see shit. Again, I'll see what I can do here when I'm done to... So you guys at least get something out of this. I mean, you can see it. I'm here, I'm talking, but... it's, not that visually stimulating, I'm certain. So I just didn't just have metallic blacks, right? That's the flesh shade. That's for later. That's the ink wash. Might give us sequin though. Does it have that? Yeah, it might look cool. Fuck it. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. So, final touch. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. I'm gonna have to do the hat again. I should have done the hat after this hair. No, I didn't put it in there. Just a little bit that's on there. a lot of that's going to get picked out by a couple different washes, but get it enough so it's obvious it's hair. That would be good. Washes don't fix everything, but they fix a lot of things. Yeah. There's some patch up that's going to need to be done when this dries to this base coat. So that's going to take a little bit to dry, so I guess I could hang with you folks for a little while that happens, and then finish the base. Yeah, there's a couple layers that need to be reapplied anyway. Yep. Silvers. Did I get a yellow? No, I have a yellow glaze, but I don't have a yellow. Let me see if I can find a yellow. Be right back. Howdy, artists. Well, maybe the color's a little bit better than I thought it was. Now I'm closer to the screen. But, I mean, it's coming along. Just doing the base layer. I'm not anything close to a very good miniature painter, but, I'm alright. Found the yellow I wanted. That's good. Let's see. What do I need? Otherwise, I was thinking, I was going to see if I had a darker blue, but not too dark. A lot of these paints are a little old. I hadn't done this for, again, I said earlier, about years at this point. This isn't good. This is a nice blue. No, it's no good. Maybe could be saved, but it would need to be soaked forever. Now this is a good blue. Guess it's dry too, though. Unopened, but I bet it's dry. Pretty dry, but it might be savable. Let's see. That there. Howdy, Jukebox. Hope you're doing well. I do indeed. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, Artist Empire. If I can get this good enough, see if I can get you to do a paint over, huh? No. I don't think I'll be worthy of your paint overs, if I'm honest. Yeah, alright, this blue's alright. Resurrected. Alright, add it to this, because it doesn't need to be as bright as this blue is. Alright, cool. That worked out. And I got my yellow for that little detail that I gotta add. That's the last bit of the base layer anyway. This I just want a little bit. I'll darken up this blue a little. Pre-wash. There you go. Just a little. Happy little cowboy. Chaps was the word I was trying to figure out earlier. God, I can't believe I forgot the term chaps. What kind of cowboy creator am I? Alright. Yeah, and then a nice dry brushing will pick off a lot of that. Pick up a lot of that, excuse me. Nice wash, and then a nice dry brushing. Well, that's going to be later streams, because I want this to be nice and dry. Again, my 40K models, I just so impatient I move straight to steps you really should be waiting for shit to dry completely before doing. Not gonna do that with these. I gotta train myself better. People paid for these. Not this one, luckily, but the next ones I'm gonna do. So, make sure I do a little more professional work. There you go. Next to that boot, please. Blend it a little better. There you go. Oh, nope, right there. Blend it a little better, please. It's alright if it's different colors and different layers. In fact, that makes them look a bit more worn. But, yeah, I just want it to be a nice solid coat at least. Alright. Let me take just straight this. Do another bit of that on this. Get up in that crevice. That crevasse. Get up in there. There you go. Still just enough difference between the pants and the shirt, I think. I'll make sure to highlight them a little bit different when I do that step too. Bring a little bit more of a difference. Okay, I need a silver there. Yellow, yellow. And then I think he can sit and dry. All right. Brush. Okay, cool. Saved another blue. Alright, let's see how this cadmium yellow is. It's a bit bright, which is kind of what I want. Yeah, you're still alive. I need a little bit of water, but you're still alive. Alright. Get in there. It definitely needs water, but it is alive. I don't want it runny. This is a high detail bit. For the base coat is probably the most high detail part I gotta deal with. I could go over it with the blue if I make a big old mistake though, but I'd rather not make the mistake, if I'm being honest. Nice. All right. For the base, that'll actually work. All right. Okie dokie dokie doke. Do that silver patching then next, and then yeah, I think he's just got to dry. You still good? Yeah, you're still good. There we go. Whoop. A little bit of brown patching I gotta do too. Yep, got a little bit of yellow in there because I didn't clean the brush enough. In a hurry. Still completely fixable, but pain in the butt. There you go. There you go. Okay, that's an arm twist. To get the right lighting too. There we go. Yeah, not bad. Not too shabby. The yellow's cleaning? Yeah, alright. See if I can pick out that belt buckle just a little bit more before I add the gold. Yeah. Alright. Right there, Jack. I missed that bit of your underarm there. Yeah, I think that needs it, actually. So transition's a little cleaner. Yeah, it's a lot better. Kind of looks like the material goes over the armor. That works. No, the little bullets. I technically should do them with... God, if I can find that high detail brush. Oh. Okay. I think the next thing I gotta do, one of the last things, but you always see more as you work. It's a PC N64 controller for emulation. So it's USB. Still darker? Damn, I wanted that to be lighter, so I guess I gotta just go straight to the source. I wanted to pick up the blue again a little bit from the pants, differentiate the shirt a bit more. And make them look like more kind of worn jeans, too. In those crevices. Alright. And the butt. Butt paint. There we go. There you go. Yeah, now the colors are pretty obviously different. Alright. Shit. Is that it? For now, I think it is. This needs maybe 45 to dry, so I can't really do much else. Again, if I just apply wet paint, it's going to be a problem. I can do that, which is nice. So I do have one more thing I can do, which is apply the red to the back of the... call it a cape again. Originally started off as a duster. Yeah, it's in the rotation. How would it not be? It's a good track. Oh, this is a bit brighter. Okay. So this wasn't the red I chose last time. I'll mix it a little bit with it. It should be okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. It is the red I chose last time. Just couldn't tell till it was applied. Probably shouldn't paint that surface I just painted. Shoulda. Well, I painted it on the back of Jack too, so that means it's gonna be paint adhering to paint, which is not the best way to glue something to something else when I actually assemble the full figure. But oh well. Again, the learning process. This was the practice fig, so we'll see if it's a huge problem, and if it is, I can avoid it. I don't think it'll be a huge problem. But it will make the cape weaker, but this isn't like, it's not an action figure, right? It's not gonna be moving much once it's assembled, so it might be just fine. Okay, let go of me, paint. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't need to be perfecto on the underside either. Alright, so that would attach here. I'm gonna need dry brushing. I'm gonna need... that yellow needs to be reapplied. Okay. Okay then. Paint should be a little bit better now too anyway. Alright. Alright, yeah, I might be moving too soon on that. Okay. Alrighty, well, that's probably what I can do for now. I could patch that bit of brown under the hat that I knocked with the hair there, but after that, I think that's every step I can do till I get to the wash, and then it'll be highlights, and maybe another wash, and then dry brushing. Or I might just dry brush as the highlight, which means just one wash and the dry brush. I don't know yet. I don't want it to be crazy long to do, though. On the backer ones, they kind of deserve it, so I don't know. I'll figure it out. The brown's good. Did it adhere good? Do I need to patch it since I got the brown on? A little bit. A little bit right there. A little bit there, but the wash will take care of most of that. Oh, the top there, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh wow, some blue actually ran down there. Holy hell. When did that happen? Oh well. Good thing I didn't just call it yet, huh? That boot had a little bit of blue it didn't need. Yeah, and I missed some of the cracks on it too. Too much of a hurry, Cody. Too much of a hurry. This is a long process. Get used to it. Yeah, it's fine. They're gonna be perfect because it's just not existent. Can I get that going? Yes. Alright. Hat's fine, it was just the shine from the lighting. Most of that will be taken care of by the wash. Black looks like it's what needs to dry the most at the moment. That yellow is still coming out kind of green, but I'll see if I can dig out a fine detail brush when I get there, and then I'll just... it's just the base coat, so it won't be a biggie. Yeah, I think I'm okay on the brown. Yeah, it could be better. Okay. What was it? I was doing under the wrist. That was it. Yeah, that could have been better. Definitely. It's just tough to get. Otherwise, all right. Oh, that was fun. Once he dries, I will start on detail work. I might even do that tonight. Just take a break and then start another stream. That's I guess it would be a wash next. Is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and then I'll do highlights. And detail colors like the gold there. And then the gun colors, which I'm not quite decided on. I'll wash. And then I'll have to wash those detail things individually as well. That'll do it. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Sprinkler glitter. This, check it out. This actually had glitter in it. Sequin. So Jack's hair has a little bit of this metallic shine to it. I think that's what I'm going to use on the guns too. But like over the receiver there. I'm going to keep the cylinder silver, I think. Top of the receiver is going to be black. Keep that silver. Handle may be black. The grip. And then there's like these little wires. I'll do those like gold. And then I might do the sights gold as well. And then I got to do the bullet tips on the top of his head. Got to do his belt buckle gold. I gotta fix those little insignia on the chaps there. Again, they didn't come out that great for the base, but they'll come out good once I use a fine detail brush and get the consistency of this cadmium yellow better, or find another yellow. The face, I probably only just have to put this Reichland flesh shade on it and I'll be done, which is kind of cool. Some folks would be crazy, and I might be crazy. If I have that fine detail brush, I might do the highlights on the face, but I might also not be that crazy. And the wash is going to take the longest to dry when I do that. So, yeah, should be done with this one, hopefully. Maybe tomorrow if I feel like doing this, but again, I might later tonight try and at least maybe do the wash on stream as well. Maybe the wash, no, just the wash, because then it's got to dry. If I try to dry brush too soon after the wash, it'll ruin freaking everything I did. I guess I can do the black on the receivers now. That's not too bad. Let me see if I can find that packet of brushes I'm thinking of. Or just this fine. Nah, that's not a brush. That's barely even part of a brush. Was it this guy? Yeah, maybe. That might be the one, because I don't... These are other brushes I've used a lot of, but none of them look like a fine detail brush. What about this guy? Nope. This guy? Yeah, no. So, let's soak these two, because they might do the job as well. But... Oh, don't tell me my knife isn't up here. It's not, but luckily these maybe just tear open. Excellent. Alright. Yeah, I didn't drink much. I had maybe one sip during this. Doing other things. Doing other things. Big important things. Like dropping brushes all over my crotch. Big important things. Give me the fine detail one, please. That's the good one. It's not that fine detail, but it'll do it. Alright. It's not as good as I was actually thinking it was. But it'll do, it'll do. Now let's add the black to the silver. Get a nice little interesting combination. A little bit of a swirl, and let's get this done. It's really tiny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another round. Yeah, I guess so. There we go, cool, I got it. Not sure. Not sure yet. So I won't deal with that yet. Redo that finger because of that, but that is what it is. I'm not exceedingly happy with that, but that'll do. Might spread a little better. And it's only still full because the ice has been melting. It's more water than juice now. Good chunk of these sins will be covered by the wash. I just gotta remember that. Not all of them. Some of them will require highlight fixes, but good chunk of them. Totally recoverable. Thanks to the glory of ink washes. Cover that, please. You just keep moving. You won't stick to that other silver, will you? There we go. Not too bad. I guess I'll do a little bit of fine detail on that red that I'm seeing is problematic right now. Only time I like having OCD is creative work. Also the time I dislike it the most. So that's fun. Very few things are good enough except for when I'm, again, impatient with them. When I'm not impatient with them, again, it's just never ending. Something's always there to be fixed. Or not good enough. Oh man, having this detail brush is helping a lot. Oh, it feels good. Dry brush that. That'll look good. I'm gonna let the ink do that. I do have the flesh shade still there. Exactly. And it's just good to drink your water anyway. So it helps me cheat a little bit in that way too. Just get more water in the old system. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's nice having the detail. Alright, I don't have to worry about screwing up everything. So I'm using it right now anyway. Yeah, flesh say you can get that. Alright. There you go. See if that yellow's diluted enough that I can get it better. Oh, you actually gonna be yellow? Instead of this green that you kind of are being? That would be swell, you know. Nope, mostly gonna be this green still. Might just be how this yellow works. I might need another yellow. Yeah, I probably just need another yellow, but it's fine as a base again. Always something that's Needs fixing. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, that's fine where it is. Okay. Alright. Excuse me for not muting the mic there, that was silly. Alright, this one, no. At some point there might have been a Laguna song. Sadly, I wasn't listening. Yeah, I was listening, but I wasn't listening. Alright. Okay. Well, the lighting might be a little bit better for you folks than I'm thinking it is. Alright, let's see. So there's some rough parts, but the washes are going to take care of a good chunk of it. And the highlights will hopefully take care of the rest, whether it's dry brushing or actually just applying the highlights. Let's see. I'm using the top camera instead, my other monitor that at my angle hopefully won't fuck up the colors, but I don't know. Let me see here. Coming all around. There you go. Getting there. Alright. Yeah. It's just highlights and such now. But I mean, from a distance, all the iconic colors, you know, the things that make you recognize Jack from a distance besides the armor, or including the armor, that's there. So, now we're just on to the other parts. And then this fella, of course, will snag up right there. And we'll get something like that. It's pretty cool, even so far, and it's got a couple more steps to go. The skull, I'm probably going to actually use this medium flesh tone maybe, or did I have any? Oh, I do have a Shanti Blow left. Is it good? That would be disappointing. I like it. That's probably dead. How about this one? Cranberry Ocean or one Thirsty Cody. Depends how thirsty the Cody is. Oh, both these might not be any good, so I might have to use the flesh tone instead. That's disappointing. I might try and revive these overnight. Let me see, where's this water here? Live, I say, live. Otherwise, there's a few ways to make a bone tone, but I'd rather use this. Again, I was a Space Wolf guy, so lots of teeth and fur. So it should be doable, but let's try and revive that one, and we'll keep this one like it is. In fact, here, watch. Let's see how this looks. I can always go over it if I don't like it. Which, it doesn't look like I will. It's not bleached enough. 1 second. I think I got my answer. Bleach that flesh tone. Better. No more bleach. Take that, not having the right color that you want. This will actually be pretty close. And that is specifically for this thing that's bugging me already. Yeah, it's not bad. It might actually get some, again, some flocking over it too. Anyway, cover up my nonsense. But for right now, so this'll do just nicely. Getting impatient. The brown's alright, but it could have maybe dried a little more before I did this. Eh, it's alright. Well, it was a big oops there, though, but it was not a big oops. That's good. Alright, fine. There you go. Picasso, yeah, towards his later years where he just said, you know what, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. That Picasso. So, that was base coating Jack. There's not much else I can do at the moment with him. He's got to dry. Once he does, it's the wash next, and it might be just that. And the washes go pretty quick. It's applying ink, and then you just hold it upside down, which I will be using this particular mechanism if I can. Hopefully I can easily enough. That should pivot in there. It's a little, there we go, it's a little rusty. I'll be using, well actually I think that one's taller, isn't it? Not guaranteed, no. Something like this. And he'll be sitting like this after the wash. And that'll be a good couple hours like that. And then once that's done, highlights. And then maybe one more wash. But yeah, folks, thank you so much for joining me and helping me get this done. I have no idea how long it's been. If it's been under an hour, I'd be surprised, but who knows. Almost 2 hours. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So, okay, so about 2 hours to base coat. If I'm doing an assembly line structure, I could maybe make it 3 hours to get the actual 3 figures for the backers base coated. That's not bad. And then the washes will take a while. I'd say, yeah, it's doable. It's doable. That's my goal this week. We'll see. Hopefully I finish this one tomorrow. And again, I might be back later tonight to do that wash. But for now, again, unless there's something else I got to do here. No, that was an optical illusion. Then we're good. Thank you folks for joining me. I'm Cody with IronVerse Comics. This has been IronVerse Comics Paints. I'm probably going to fix the when I type, I hold capital letters, I hold shift a little too long. So I got to fix that A in Jack Irons. And I might rename the stream something a little bit cleaner, but something like IronVerse Comics Paints, especially since we're going to do a few of these, and that's just the naming convention I use. And yeah, I really enjoyed this, so I think I'll be doing more of these. Even past Jack Irons, I've been far behind on a lot of other figures that are just sitting here. I've got a whole army of Space Wolves I wanted to practice and practice and practice before I got to, and it's long past time I probably got to them. And let me show you one other thing that I'm kind of proud of, and then I'll call it a stream. Just be patient with me, huh? Hopefully he's not a little too dusty. So this one I'm not just stoked for because of the paint job, though I like my paint job. I'm stoked up because it's a custom model. This is my Orc War boss, the Master Blaster. So this is the other thing I have. The piece I'm most proud of, that I'm hopefully gonna outdo with Jack, but we'll see. We'll see. Crazy amount of detail on this guy, but I just love this figure. It sucks a little bit I don't play 40K as much anymore, but they made the game a little less appealing to me. But yeah, folks. So we might be doing some of those at some point as well. I actually have a whole Orc army that's been base coated that I just never did the highlights on. So something else I can do with this, and you know what? It was relaxing and pretty fun to hang out with you folks and get that done. So something to do, something I enjoy, and content, right? That's relevant. So hopefully I'll see you maybe in a couple hours to do that wash. The wash is only going to take a couple minutes. And you just apply it there, apply the black pretty much over everything. Hang them upside down. So that'll be a shorter video for sure. And then tomorrow we'll do highlights, I guess. Alright, well, again, I'm Cody with IronVerse Comics, and if the lighting adjusts, you'll see me, and then I'll see you down the old rusty trail. Let me get that. And Alita only stream. I'd need an outdoor camera. I don't want to force her to stay in one position in this house. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, all right, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you on that old rusty IronVerse Comics trail. Had a lot of fun. You take care.